What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 113, take 2, because Travis is a moron. Travis, if you didn't pay attention and catch me at 6 o'clock when I did my original live stream, because
when we were originally supposed to do this whole thing,
because Travis, decided to sleep in because thick boy can't hang with a big dog.
Oh man, big dog quit drinking.
Big dog. So the big dog is not only big, but he's smart.
Yeah.
You young guns can't hang.
I'm not really sure what happened last night.
Today, what was that? me.
That was sexy.
That was. Today we are talking Project Bluebeam.
Take 3.
No, screw it. No, we're rolling with this shit. Today we are talking Project Bluebeam.
We are.
And I'm going to let Travis take the lead on this because I not only got him drunk last night, I also made him do all the work this week. I'm a genius.
Which is luckily there's not that much work when you have something like of this nature.
Yes.
So
we will get started in a minute. Don't blow your wad early.
Oh yeah, we got to do stuff.
We got stuff to do. Even though we have no new patrons to welcome. Even though I'm a little upset with that, but that's okay. They will come. Build it and they will come.
That's what she said.
And that's not what she said. She said something else. Do it and she will come. But that's a whole nother.
Hey.
No, but if you like what you hear here, which probably not because we are really out of it today, be sure to follow us on all social media. Twitter at Ghost in the Night or Night_Ghost, sorry. At Night_Ghost. Facebook, Ghost in the Night. If you want to become a Patreon and get the special versions of each episode, because we continue to record, or in this case, you will get the recording when Travis was MIA.
While he was asleep and showering.
Because I'm dedicated. I went on at 6 o'clock when we were supposed to, because that's how I roll. That will be on the Patreon, and just go to patreon.com/GITN podcast. If you have a paranormal experience or a UFO encounter or a conspiracy theory you want to talk about, or true crime, you committed a crime, whatever, send us an email at gitnpodcast@gmail.com.
Just make sure they're outside the statute of limitations, because then I'm not out here trying to, I was going to say it, but I mean, he's a pretty big YouTuber. I don't want to put him out there like that.
Oh, like he would know we'd said anything. But anyway, so Project Bluebeam is what we're going to discuss today. I think that's all the business for right now. We'll get right into it. Travis, the floor is yours. If you can hang, because you're drunk still. I think you're still drunk.
I might be. I'm not going to lie.
All right.
In a world where a Canadian dude makes up a bunch of shit in a book and for some reason everybody follows it, you have Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam, as we both know, has pretty much an all-encompassing range of conspiracy, but it bases itself in one overall goal, if you will, for the New World Order. Also involves the New World Order. Shout out Kevin Nash, Scott Hall.
It's a different New World Order.
Is it though?
You're saying,
what if this happens and the NWO and Wolfpack comes out and they're like, we run this shit, bitches?
Have you seen Scott Hall lately?
He was better the last time I saw him.
Well, he's still damn near walking with a walker,
and he still has that stupid fucking toothpick for some reason. I'm like, dude, come on, get your shit together. But anyway, so we start our tale of phasmic Narnia superhero craziness with a Quebecois author named Serge Menas.
Don't use those big freaking words.
I was looking forward to saying Quebecois at least once this whole week.
We don't have a young Jamie to Google that shit and put in my ear what the hell it means.
Yeah, don't ask me. It was just a person from, like how we're Ohioans. He is Quebecois because he's from Quebec.
Okay.
I didn't know that. But
who says we're not educational?
Right. You're welcome. The more you know. So anyway, Serge Menas wrote a manifesto, really. It's not even really like a book. But basically what it is it is how the Antichrist is going to create a new world order, and he's going to do so in multiple steps. So, shall we start with step one?
I think that would be logical.
Yeah. So, step one, which is to me the most interesting one because I feel like it could happen. Not Project Bluebeam happen, but I could see something like this occurring in the world naturally and people being like, shit. Because first, step one is the man-made earthquakes that will unearth archaeological finds that basically slap a bullshit sticker on all modern religion as all of us know it.
Because that's pretty much the key to it. They have to strike down modern religion or make people question their religious beliefs.
Which is what's going to happen if there is ever a new world order anyway. They have to do that. That's not an option.
And that's why we talk about how this conspiracy kind of molds every conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Sam's Club of conspiracy.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like a truck stop.
Chemtrails, weather manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just, whether or not they actually can do it, that's a thing. Now, this is actually the first time I've
weather manipulation is a thing.
Right.
Well, that's already, we already know.
Yeah,
they do it in Saudi Arabia. They make rainstorms in Saudi Arabia and Dubai. But Dubai is a whole different, I feel like Dubai is a alien civilization on the planet right now because there's so much fucking money. They can do whatever they want. They'd be like, oh, you want to make rain? We make rain.
Yeah. But earthquake is something new.
Yeah.
I've heard of people,
I've seen it in movies a couple times where an earthquake caused something.
Underground tunneling and, all these underground places. People have felt that. So this is kind of interesting.
Yeah. Like it's gonna be worldwide, basically man-made, and it's going to unearth. I don't know. I mean, that's one of those ones that I wish there was more detail on in this. Right. Like I said, I would arguably call it a manifesto, more so than a book or a whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But like, what the fuck is going to pop up that's instantly going to make everybody in the world question their religious views? Like, are you gonna, like? I really want to know.
Well, I think it ties into what later on, which I'm sure you're going to get to, what they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
The Great Light Show, we'll say.
Yeah. Well, and on top, and there's other parts to that all kind of, I think.
Yeah, and that's kind of, I think that kind of thing will make us question, or would make a good God-fearing religious person, or whatever religion you choose to believe, would question the whole extraterrestrial thing has always been the spur and the panties of religion.
Yeah.
Because it makes you, I have to come to it as, in the mindset of Christianity, just from the fact that's what I am familiar with. We are created in God's image, but Sigourney Weaver didn't battle somebody that looked like me or you in Aliens.
Right.
So that is one thing which we'll get to. So continue.
So, well, because that's what I'm talking about. Is like what's going to be unearthed? Like you didn't say any type of crazy shit that he theorized was going to like what? Because already religion already argues, depending on the flavor of the week of religion that you choose, like men and dinosaurs walked the earth at the same time. No, the fuck they didn't. Ezekiel is not riding around on a fucking Brachiosaurus just rolling around like, don't eat devil apples. Look at his name's Rod. I named him after Rod Stewart. He will be a famous person in 4 million years. Well,
Rod Stewart looks like he's 4 million years. Even when he was 30 in the 80s, he looked old.
Shout out Rod Stewart.
Is he even still alive?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, maybe he's part of the New World Order.
Well, he's probably a vampire.
A vampire?
Vampiric. No, yeah, but this is where, I'm not, Project Bluebeam is one of those, okay, buddy, and this is it throws me off a little bit, even though we'll get into it a little bit. Now, 4 years ago, I always said this is complete and total bullshit.
Right.
Now with current events and what has transpired over the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, of course,
It's like
he hit something, but the
and that's also kind of makes me question stuff more. As I'm like, if you pique my interest, you did it on purpose.
right.
You're weird, like I'm weird, and you're like, these fucking weird people are gonna love this.
Yeah, but the whole whole questioning, you have to question religion. You know, the unearthing. What could they unearth? You're right in one aspect. What could they actually unearth that would make?
Right? Are you gonna unearth like there's two skeletons and like they're high fiving, and one of them has like a plaque over it that says Jesus, and another one has a plaque that says Satan, and there's like a bottle of Fireball in between them. Like, that'd be fucking cool.
That'd be a good party.
Yeah,
you're not invited after last night because you can't hang.
A whiskey get you.
A whiskey gets you.
I was smooth as Tennessee whiskey last night.
Yeah, you were. Until 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, until almost 6:30 when I woke up today.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of a vague first step, essentially.
Right, without any, like I said, without any like theories or anything about like this is what it's going to be, or it might be something along these lines. No, it's just it's gonna happen. They're gonna see stuff. Earth's gonna come up. They're gonna go, oh fuck.
Like, I mean, if it's like something like almost like, ooh, we found a new book of the Bible. Well,
which they do all the time.
There's a lot of different books that aren't in the Bible that were that's what pisses me off about the Bible. It was edited.
Yeah. It can, as far as concerned, probably continues to be. It's just they just wait for generations to pass by, and then they're like, "Yeah, get that one, the one in the file with the white out.
This works. This works. Oh no, we definitely don't want that. No, that doesn't fit our narrative.
How dare you give us reality?"
Yeah. So it could be something like that because people would just say, okay, it have to be something mind-blowing.
Right. The fact like the Dead Sea Scrolls basically are just kind of whatever now. Right. No, that literally took a big steamy shit over all the stuff, all of this biblical history, if you will.
And it could not be something religious, essentially. Like, say, Watson and Jiggers from Curse of Oak Island finally find something after 4 years or whatever. They find the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, that an earthquake happens.
If that happens, I hope they get Kali Mad and get their heart ripped out on the spot.
But Oak Island opens up and there's the Ark of the Covenant. That's going to defeat the purpose of Project Bluebeam, just for the mere fact that's going to enhance religion.
Right.
So what I don't understand what it could be.
Which there's a lot of shit like that that happens that is fake anyway, and I think it's just because to try to like force that power of everything. Like shit, what is it? The Shroud of Turin,
which has been proven fake.
But still, people are like, "Oh, it's the." What the fuck do you mean? Like, it's a fucking tapestry that. Well, okay, it's got an imprint of Jesus on it. No, what the fuck do you think this is? They didn't take it to Walgreens and go, "It's Jesus' birthday. I want to put him on a blanket." Like, that's not how this shit works. Are you shitting me? Right. Like. Or what? It's either that or it was racist and he was doing blackface and they dropped it on him. Piece of shit.
I think Jesus is one person to get away with it. Of course, wait a minute. Jesus was black. I'm sorry.
Or dark complected, for sure.
Yes, he was not Caucasian.
No.
So, actually, people should be pissed off. Apparently, Jesus has been doing whiteface all this time here. Everybody says he's white.
It's all true. Bluebeam's true. It's the New World Order. We're all just living a fucking lie. Yeah. But anyway,
continue. Are we done? So we still on step one?
Yeah, because it's like I said, I find that one to be the most interesting one because it's within the like universal realm of possibility to me. Because earthquakes do happen and massive earthquakes do happen, and stuff has been unearthed by natural events. You know what I mean? Do I think it's going to ruin? I don't think there's going to be an earthquake and Christians and Muslims are going to be running out of their house like, why? Like, that's not going to happen. But anyway, so
we'll get to that moment though. That's going to happen.
So step 2 is the great light show in the sky.
This is where I get interested because, especially with current, and I'll say something about current what's going on in today's society with things that have been done.
Mhm.
But continue.
So basically for step 2, there is going to be, it's kind of a two-parter because part of this goes into the whole thing. There's going to be some type of telepathic manipulation upon the entire populace of the world, because that's an easy one to pull off. And they're going to utilize that to not make us see. They're going to actually beam the image of everybody, every major religion's individual deity or god. Use that. I forget the word they used for it. There's an actual like fake science term for what they're going to do, but they're going to utilize our own brains to tell us that we're the ones that are seeing and hearing this, and it's just us, and the lords are speaking to us. Get after it, kid. Again, interesting. Probably bullshit.
Probably bullshit, yes.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the drive-in movie in the sky is bullshit. But I mean, they did it with Tupac.
Yeah,
and Paul Heyman on the retirement of the Undertaker. And he did his last little. I see, but that was on TV because they can't have live audiences. I don't know what they did there. They might have edited that in, but they did do it. Now,
go ahead.
Hey,
I'm busy. I'm communicating with the masses,
and this is where it starts to get interesting because it's like that. As far as the image itself, I do believe that they are either very close to or already have the potential to do that, but on such a large scale that you're doing it across the entire planet,
global, yes,
simultaneously.
But here's where this is where I have two thoughts on it. One, with modern times, with what's going on, Starlink, good old Musk is pumping out freaking satellites left and right.
Yeah.
And
self-piloting rockets that land themselves and shit, which is mind-blowing to me.
They are putting a boatload of crap up in orbit, which I'm like, okay. So technology could possibly create some kind of light show. Okay, I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem I have with this portion of the thing is they're going to broadcast or have every country's or every deity in the sky according to location. But the United States, we are a melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have all of them in the sky.
Well, you know how they're going to get around that. Huh. That's going. They're going fucking microchip us with this here vaccine, and that's how they're going to do it.
Okay, but what about the atheists?
Right?
Like, what about the atheists are going to look up and say,
it's just me. Like they just get a guy like me. I'm like, what's up, dude?
But here's the thing. And with Christianity, they say, Jesus will return. Okay.
And and I've said multiple times over multiple years, if that whole thing's true, they're like the second coming is nigh, or like my mind. If Jesus was going to come back, he might have already done it, and he probably walked around for a couple of days and was like, "Nah, y'all fucked this one up. We're calling it a wash. I'm going back to my dad's house."
And I'm going back to my daddy. No, but if Jesus were to come back today, you know how that's going to end. It's going to end up at him in some house on a farm somewhere with ATF and FBI surrounding him.
Yeah.
That's just how we roll.
Yeah, because he's going to be David Koresh.
I'm not saying that David Koresh was Jesus, but I'm just saying that is how.
I mean, in the eyes of anybody that has any control.
If somebody came back and said, I have returned, my children.
I'm just going to start doing that every time I go into a place.
Come follow me.
I'm going to get a wig. I am. I'm going to get a stick-on mustache and beard. I'm just going to walk around, like go into Kroger to get some groceries and be like, "You're blessed." Everybody's going to be like, "Don't fucking touch me." I'm going to be like, "Listen, you piece of shit. I'm out here blessing you. You fucking take it."
Yeah, but we are so cynical as a people. Now, yes, there will be some people, just like every cult leader has followers, But a majority of us, we're going to say, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Even the most religious people who consider themselves religious are going to go, I don't think so. So how, I just don't see how they do it. And then, like we said,
Right. Realistically, the easiest way to accomplish that would just fucking massively feed people acid across the planet. You would have better luck.
Right. I mean, so this is one of the many problems with this conspiracy or this plan that he.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't even really know what to call it.
Right.
It's like it's like a shitty movie. Like that people bought into on a high level,
right,
and still do.
Right. So so the Great Light Show, which, like I said, I think it's technology. A lot of people think that technology. It's too much technology. There's too many moving parts. You couldn't do that. But I'm saying that's not that far out of, and this is where it's not far out of the realm of possibility, but this is where it ties into so many other conspiracy theories.
Well, that's where the chemtrails come in, because
exactly.
They're saying that the whole idea is that they're going to bounce these images off of like a sodium layer
in the
atmosphere, and that's why they're chemtrailing, is to like
make the sky a big projector.
Fuck off.
Right. I mean, that's where it gets a little tricky.
It's like you're dumb and your mom's a hoe. Shut up. Surge. He's dead anyway. We'll get into that one.
That's another thing that makes it.
That's what that and that. That's my
conspiracy,
and that's just because I'm probably a bad person.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
Continue.
But yeah, so that's step 2, and then step 3 is very similar to step 2, in that the whole gods in the sky, fucking Grateful Dead, acid trip, light show, Pink Floyd, what have you, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Well, then those gods will then kind of just transform into this being who is the Antichrist. Because he's the God. He is now going to be the all-knowing, all-powerful God over all the religions, because he has shown you that what you know is wrong, and all of the major governments and foundations, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, all the Bilderberg groups and the Illuminatis will be backing him. This doesn't sound like a religious thing to me. This just sounds like there's probably some, if this is all true, there's some crazy asshole out there with trillions and upon trillions of dollars that's just buying motherfuckers, and he's like, guess what, guys? It's going down.
It's time.
Buckle up your seatbelts, Sally. We're getting into this thing.
It's just the whole premise of this is kind of, it's going to make people question religion, and basically then say, you guys got it wrong. This new Antichrist is going to say, or whatever, new deity, which is the Antichrist, is going to say, you guys just got it wrong. You misinterpreted all this bullshit. Yeah. Which, let's be honest, anybody with half a brain cell realize it's an interpretation. Yeah. And like we talked about, the Bible was edited. They left some shit out that didn't fit their narrative. Yeah. Or they just plain out rewrote it because the King of England wanted to get a divorce. Hey, and we talk. I mean,
the royal family do be doing stuff like that.
Hey, don't fuck with the royal family.
You mean we're just their tenants?
Well, that's a talk for another day. But no shit. We've kind of there's a chance we misinterpreted it. Like I've heard this. What's the one book where basically Christianity is just based on, a mushroom trip.
I mean, I don't know the book, but we're talking about people walking on water and turning water into wine and being fucking zombies. I can never get over that one.
Right. I mean, there actually is a book that I forget the name of it. The Vatican bought it.
Of course they did.
But it basically says it was all like the cassia tree. Basically, when it burns, guess what it produces? I think it's DMT.
No.
So everybody was, or that's what Moses saw. That's why he has, Jesus, God spoke to him.
I mean, which
So-
everybody's like, that's crazy. I'm like, no, it's not. There's kangaroos and fucking monkeys and shit out in the world that like catch toads and lick them.
Right.
And those are aminals.
Animals. But, but this book actually says they were eating mushrooms.
Which, I mean,
And
it's not like drugs are a new thing.
But what was really made this interesting is the man who came up with this theory was one of the professors that his job was to translate the Dead Sea Scrolls. That's how he came up with this. So I forget that. God, I'll have to look.
Well, and then on top of that, like this whole thing is also throw in a dash of fucking mind control for this process too, because they're going to be utilizing that technology or black magic, whatever the fuck you want to call mind control.
Right. But the Great Light Show, which I think it'd be more. People have turned it into an alien invasion.
Yeah.
Which,
well, because that's also part of step 3.
Is that okay?
Like
that is more likely that would be. Is that step 4?
I believe that's part of the multi-moving parts of step 4.
Then continue with step 4, or if you're done with step 3.
Okay, well, step 4 is like, let's see, let's go to the notes just so we're sure, because like there's multiple moving parts to step 4, but at the same time, like they're all basically leading the same direction. So. Oh, yeah, there we go. Supernatural manifestations with secret technology to make us faithful to the New World Order.
Right.
It's the same fucking thing as the other one. Right. They're just changing it. Now you have the Antichrist, and then they're also going to make us believe that there's worldwide simultaneous alien takeovers happening in all the major cities.
So basically, Will Smith's going to save us. I could have been at a barbecue.
Independence Day is just a fucking documentary. It's what's going to happen. Except Jeff Goldblum's, he looks a little rougher than he did back then. But, however, shit. The guy that flew the jet into the fucking spaceship and blew it up's dead, isn't he? We're fucked.
No. Will Smith's not dead.
No, not Will Smith. He survived. Uncle Eddie.
Dennis Quaid? Or not, Randy Quaid. Uncle Eddie?
Randy Quaid's dead, isn't he?
Is he?
If he is, we're fucked. Because who else are we going to get to fly that plane into that very specific place to blow up the mothership?
Speaking of that movie, when he flew that up there, the laser actually, this thing leveled the White House, leveled cities.
But he flew up and got to go, I'm back!
And the laser lit, and it did blow him up. He still managed to get up. It was starting to come down. It took out...
We need to find a way where we can have that animation in every episode. Randy Quaid fucked the aliens. That guy fucked.
Is he? I don't think. I
think he's dead.
I don't think so. I think he's just in hiding.
He's tuning up. He's tuning up his jet plane.
You continue to talk. I'm going to play young Jamie.
So anyway, we're taking a hiatus from this blue beam. We're now going to go over. Randy Quaid was born in Little Rock, Arkansas, in 1947. I don't know the Quaid's mother's or father's name.
He's still alive. He's actually not that old.
Really?
He's only 70. 71. He'll be 71. But he's still alive. He just got in trouble with, I don't know, the IRS or something. I don't know.
See, that's how they're getting him. They're getting him with the IRS, and then they're going to take his jet plane, so he can't save us all.
I think he fled to Canada or something. I don't know. But Uncle Eddie's still alive, so we might be all right. He might be able to fly a jet plane.
He's just going to come out of nowhere in like one of those fucking foot-pedaled planes.
Maybe he actually is a crop duster somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, continue.
We're going off the fucking reservation here. All right, now let's pull up this finalizing, because it's all like I said, the hostile alien invasions,
right,
worldwide in all the major cities at the same time. Which, if that's going to happen, if if ETs are going to come and try to take our planet, that's how they're going to do it anyway. So I will say, like, yeah, I can buy into that a little bit. But it's basically all just to make people afraid. And this is all going to be fake. It's not actually going to be alien invasions. They're faking that too to get people scared. And then Mr. Antichrist, whatever his name might be,
will protect us. Will save us.
Yeah, what's he going to do? He's just going to be like, aliens? And they're going to go away. Like, what the and that's what I'm saying without reading it, because I couldn't find this actual work of literature that Serge Manas wrote. I couldn't find it. I found similar things or things about his, but I never found like whatever the fuck he wanted. The Lepra de Blue Beam.
That's, you're making fun of the French.
French Canadian.
French Canadian. Well, that's okay then.
Yeah.
They don't even know you're making fun of them.
Yeah.
But
they don't listen to this shit.
No,
they're gonna send George St. Pierre after me.
Hey, that fucker's out there.
He's just gonna fucking through this wall like the Kool-Aid man. He's gonna be, are you talking about the French Canadian? I will kick you in the face right now. Fuck you.
And he's into some crazy shit. He's all up in this shit. Alien.
And like, oh well, I mean,
he was on Rogan not too long ago. He's been on Rogan a couple times.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be?
But I watched something of him today.
Yeah.
He was on last week, I think. But he's all up in this weird shit.
Doesn't surprise me. I mean, he's a strange dude.
But I could listen to that man talk forever.
I mean, I could too, especially if he's shirtless. What?
I'm thinking. Well, he's got a weird haircut now. He's growing his hair out, so yeah.
He doesn't have like the Mirko Crow Cop cut?
No, not anymore. He's got like short sides and poofy on the top, slick back kind of. Yeah,
doesn't he know that people are afraid of change? Which is why Blue Beam's fucking really gonna happen.
Well, okay.
Because that's literally what they're doing. They're just shaking our foundations in every way, and they're gonna get what they want, supposedly.
I know how this is gonna play out. See, there's going to be earthquakes. They're going to find the Lake Miami or Lake Michigan Book of the Dead.
Oh,
that answers all the questions and tells us, you all idiots. Then aliens, they're going to do the fake alien invasion. And you know what's going to happen during the fake alien invasion? Real fucking aliens are going to show up. And we're going to go, oh, you guys, you got us the first time.
Motherfuckers.
We're not going to buy it. And then all of a sudden we're going to get blown up.
See, because that's always been my thing is like everybody talk about alien invasion and shit like that. I'm like, no, dude, if they want to, they're just either if they want the planet, they're just going to and we're all going to be gone.
Right.
If they don't want the planet, they're just going to get rid of it. Like if they're here already, if they're here for that, any purpose like that.
That's the thing.
They're not going to travel billions upon billions of miles just to fuck around.
That's the thing. Okay, this is my problem with Independence Day.
Watch your mouth. That movie is life.
I'll tell you a funny story about it.
The second one fucking sucked.
Oh, it was freaking horrible. I'll tell you a funny story after I get this point out before I forget. Fuck, I already forgot. Anyway, funny story. Went to see it in 1996, I think it was, 96 or 97, 96, somewhere in 96.
Something like that.
Went to the movie theater, running a little late, on a date. Went into the movie theater, sat down, I'm like, and it's already started. I knew it probably already started. I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? I walked into the wrong movie. It was the end of it. I saw the freaking end. I was like, so I said, this is the freaking end. We went up and went to the other movie theater and watched it up. I was like, motherfucker.
God damn it.
But I forgot that thought. Damn it. Anyway, continue. Or are we done?
I think we're onto the opinion.
We're going to make fun of this shit.
Yeah, because I mean, there's other than that.
Well,
there's like the other details are not part of the beam itself.
Well, let's talk about where this is, how this is interesting. There might be something to this. For mere fact, the things that are going on right now in the world today. We have, like I said earlier, good old Elon digging holes under the ground,
doing all kinds of crazy shit,
launching shit up into space, peppering that shit with the atmosphere with.
Well, I mean, so is the Air Force.
Right.
The Air Force has got like 140 satellites or some shit.
Right. So that's going on.
Yeah.
They're preparing, maybe. It's possible. The next thing is the whole goal is to get us into a one world government, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's one way to do that. Drive us apart, basically make us be at each other's throat.
And then you come in hot like you're our Luke Skywalker.
Come in hot.
Like, I can fix all this shit. I'm your only hope. Like,
Right.
that's my second
Actually,
Luke
I think
Skywalker
we have,
reference on this podcast.
I know I'm not going to hold that against you, but think about where we are in today's society right now with what we've just come through over the past year.
Yeah. Dude, I said it from the beginning. Everybody used to think I was crazy when this COVID shit popped off.
I think here's what's going to happen. I'm not, now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying COVID is real, people. Get your vaccines if you want it.
If you want it.
But here's what's going to happen. Fauci is the Luke Skywalker. We are going to worship Fauci.
Fauci's the Antichrist? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, he's the mastermind. He's the evil of the whole freaking thing.
Oh, man. That's amazing. I like that theory. I'm rolling with that. I'm taking that one.
He might not be a Rothschild, but I think he's a distant cousin or something. I'm being facetious, people. Don't take me seriously here.
No, he's not.
Maybe not.
Fauci's the Antichrist. Hashtag it.
I'm just joking.
Get it out there in the world.
I don't really think this.
I mean, I think he's kind of a twat.
Oh, he's a big twat.
I don't know about the Antichrist, though.
He's
the Antichrist.
He would look the Antichrist.
I don't know. Would the Antichrist look like him, or would he look like Christian Bale?
The mechanic Christian Bale or Batman Christian Bale?
American Psycho Christian Bale.
Okay. Or what was that other one? What was the one that took place in the 70s? With Bradley, whatever.
Bradley Cooper?
Yeah, what was it? American Hustle. American Hustle?
Maybe? Something like
that. As long as he's wearing bell bottoms, that's all we care about. But
I am the Antichrist. I'm here to save you. Fuck you. You're not wearing bell bottoms. Get out of my face.
But I do think we are at a point where it almost does seem like the beginnings of Project Bluebeam or some sort of thing. The concept of Bluebeam is kind of taking place.
Well, because it's funny because everybody wants to talk, especially the younger, like my generation and the generation behind me.
Right.
They want to talk about equality and fair play and all this other shit. But I'm like, dude, and everybody's like, oh, Twitter, Snapchat, all this shit. I'm like, dude, all you're doing is just handing over control left and right. And everybody's like, yeah, but you have a smartphone too. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm not dumb.
I know.
Everybody's like, oh, they've been listening to our phones. No shit. You put computers in people's pockets across the fucking globe, and you think that they're not paying attention to that shit.
So what you're saying when you were watching, you got a little black tape on here. So when you're watching Pornhub,
no, I broadcast live.
Your OnlyFans, that's right.
OnlyFans.com/ I don't have OnlyFans.
But getting back to what
I'm going to see if that's a real domain. Shit.
What I'm saying, they almost, with the pandemic and everything, it seems like they are pushing us toward almost a one world government.
Oh yeah, like I said from the beginning, there's all this is really doing is pushing fear and control.
Right.
Because I said it from the beginning, and a lot of people, like I said, who was it? There was somebody at the bar when I was working that day, and they were like, man, this stuff's crazy. We gotta wear masks and blah, blah. I was like, dude, this is like and I don't want people to take this the wrong way, but I was like, this is a new version of how they started off with the Jews in Germany.
No, we just got banned.
But like that's the only thing I can compare it to.
Well,
because we masks are now commonplace uniforms.
Right. Which,
we can't go out, we can't have fun. They gave us a curfew, blah 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 blah. You can't hang out with this many people. You can't sit this close to somebody at a fucking restaurant. You know what I mean? Not saying that that's the goal. There's not going to be another Holocaust.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But like that's the only thing I could think to in like known history to compare it to. I'm like, they're testing control and what they can get away with, and they're scaring the shit out of everybody.
That's what they did. The easiest way to rule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they scared everybody. Not isn't real, and yes, it's real.
Yeah, like COVID is a thing. I'm not one of those.
You
people.
had it.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had it twice.
Right. So, but where they, my problem is nobody's questioning anything.
Oh.
And if
they just go along with it,
they're going along, and you have to question everything.
And everybody thinks that like the people that don't, like I question shit, and the people don't that I talk to think that I'm fucking nuts.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you're just falling in place, douche. Like
that's like I wear a mask everywhere I go.
Yeah, like, but it is what it is. I don't want to, but I do it. It's
just common courtesy, I guess, and it's the thing to do. If you don't want to wear a mask, you're a dick.
Like I don't want to, I do.
But what else?
Like I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. What's the big deal?
Like, yeah, and everybody's like, oh, whatever, blah blah blah. I was just listening to a podcast from last year, and they're like, man, I think hot months, and it's gonna start dying down. I was like, if you only knew what you know now, you simple boy.
But what it's going to, what the hell is this? How does this keep changing? But what it's going to do is, what it has done, I should say, is it gave them a blueprint. So I think this could be the Project Bluebeam 2.0.
A Bluebeam print?
Ooh. Man.
Hashtag Bluebeam print.
We've already got enough hashtags right now. I can't keep up.
Hashtag.
No, but they have really done a good job of finding out that we will do whatever you scare us enough, we will do whatever they say.
Everybody wants to act all tough and like they know their shit, but if the government,
it'd be freaking so chaos.
Yeah, they're hot shit that are like, I don't need no come and take mine. Like those guys are going to be the ones that be like, honey, what the fuck are we going to do? I can't get no Mountain Dew.
Right.
Walmart is closed. I cannot call Uncle Cousin Jeffrey to get my moonshine and my Mountain Dew. Right. This ain't good.
Just keep freaking shit.
No, today's just an all-around fuck off. Jeez, man.
The audio is
happy Sunday.
My backup audio is it's haunted. It's changing volumes on itself by its own. Piss on it. I don't care. No, but it is. I can see it. This could be. They just upgraded the. What's his name? Back when he wrote this back in the 80s.
Serge Mendes.
He did not foresee. They just kind of rewrote his playbook.
Well, and that's the thing is, like he said, it's going to happen. I forget what the first year was. He said it's going to happen like 86 or something like that. Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh well, definitely in 95."
Yeah.
Oh well, definitely in 2000. Oh, definitely, and like it just keeps getting. And he's not even fucking alive anymore. Right. And people are still being like, "This is what's going to happen. It's going to be 2026." It's just a whole big old fuck you to all of us.
But where this does get interesting is this son of a bitch is dead.
He is.
And he
was not that old.
And he had somebody else working with him.
Yeah,
or he was a journalist.
It was a journalist that like they worked with each other in that like he trusted this journalist and shit. And the journalist kind of took on his manifesto.
But he died too, correct?
Yes.
He's
both of a heart attack.
Both of a heart attack. Now.
And neither of them were that old. By any means.
Now, where it gets really interesting, which might be coincidence.
And he also didn't have a history of heart problems. His family said that.
But where this really gets interesting, before he died, what happened to him?
Which one?
Minaj or Nicki Minaj or
whatever. Are you talking about the attempt on his life?
No.
Oh. Because I read that too, that there may or may not have been.
His daughter. Did his daughter get kidnapped or turn up missing?
Yeah.
And then he died?
The person that could help him, if the CIA, I'm just kidding, or whatever the Canadian version, the Canadian Intelligence Agency.
Isn't that kind of an oxymoron?
I'm not your buddy, guy. But no,
I love
because
Canada.
they say
Don't worry.
that they say that the governments have the technology of like fucking just like heart attack guns.
Well,
Like so.
well, that shit down in Cuba. That's that.
Oh yeah,
That sound and infrasound does have an effect on you.
yeah.
So it's but one thing we didn't talk about is they're going to abduct people too
Mhm.
to make the Christians think
Yeah.
that the rapture's happening.
Yeah. It's like, what are you gonna do with them? You just knock them off when you're
Well,
done.
they've
Or
been
like,
practicing on. They've been practicing this. This has been in play forever. Because what do you think all these alien abductions are?
right?
They're practicing.
Yeah. Because like I'm, you know me, I believe in aliens, 100%.
Well, like
I don't think they're out here butt diddling people from fucking rural Tennessee though.
you never know. Or
Yeah,
maybe
see,
maybe they're butt diddling themselves, and they're just saying, "Okay, you guys got to go. Come on."
or maybe that's the sheep getting back at them.
I don't even know where to go with that.
I blacked out what I say.
Something about sheep. I don't. You lost me at sheep.
Oh, hillbilly's fucking sheep. Got it. Yep.
Okay.
It's the only thing. That's the only time I ever talk about sheep.
No, but this is kind of one of those. I don't even freaking know where to begin. Honestly, I mean,
It's just so because then you like you said earlier with like the chemtrails, all that shit, like everything gets pulled into this somehow.
right. But he with his daughter being turned up missing, which I haven't heard. I guess she never was found. He died.
Yeah.
His whoever's working with him on this died.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the journalist.
That's I mean, that's a big. That's shit happens. I know, but
Right.
I mean, maybe.
And the crazy thing is, like, to people who don't pay attention to shit like this, is they're like, "Oh my god, that's fucking nuts." I'm like, "Yeah, that shit happens all the time, dude.
I mean, people turn up missing
All the time."
and people die of heart attacks that have never had a heart problem. But
Well, I'm not even saying like it happenstantially happens. I'm saying like somebody somewhere at any given time is being fucking thrown into the back of a van or some shit like that for some crazy shit that none of us understand or will ever hear about.
right, yeah.
Like it's not an uncommon practice for motherfuckers to just go, "Where's Tim? Oh no, I ain't seen him since last Tuesday." And like he's just fucking Tim's gone.
Now, I personally don't buy this. I think this is just
I think it's a fantastic idea,
I think this is,
if you will,
porn for conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Theorists.
Mhm.
This is what they, get their little.
Oh, they love this shit.
They get their Vaseline or their Jergens,
Jenkins.
get a little towel, and they just go to town.
Yeah, they definitely love shit like this because you're dealing with it in that like it's so fucking scary if any of it's true. You know what I mean? So like anybody's gonna kind of buy into it a little bit.
But I do buy the fact, and I do believe that the whole New World Order thing, the real one, not Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan.
It's the only real one.
With his, dyed black stubble and white and
Oh my
blue.
god.
Oh, that was a great look for him. No, I do.
Hulk Hogan's was bad too.
I do buy the fact there probably is a faction of really powerful people that want.
Yeah.
That's a fact. They want a one world government, which I talked about in the earlier portion, the first go around of this when you were not present, which will be either on Patreon, maybe. I don't know.
We'll find out.
I don't know. I haven't decided, but
We'll
I
let
do
the
think
Antichrist tell us in our telepathic message that we get.
Well, that's when you talk about the telepath. I keep thinking Real Genius in my mind. You saw the movie,
Yeah.
Well, I forget his name when they implanted it in his tooth.
Yeah.
And quit touching yourself. You are God. That was freaking hilarious. No, my house is going to just erupt with popcorn and come fly out. No, I do think it's very possible that there is a correlation of or a group that work together of the powerful people that do.
I mean, realistically, there's probably a good handful.
No,
Because there's a couple that we know about. We just don't know enough detail on the private side of it, like the Bilderberg group.
right now, are they going to do it by a light show of?
Right.
No.
And that's what I'm saying. That's where it comes into being. It's just a fantastical
Right.
story.
Because let's be honest, if you
Because it'd be a great movie.
right, it'd be a all right movie. It'd be hyped and then be a fizzle out real quick.
Well, which brings me back to the film correlation, because you have the whole thing with Star Trek. When they were going to make the first Star Trek movie, the guy who wrote that movie brought them a script that was basically this same thing. Like they were going to show the deities or the gods of all the people in
Right.
the world to them, and they shut that down, and then they made whatever the fucking the very first Star Trek movie was, and also Watchmen.
Right.
Like it's basically Watchmen is kind of a roundabout version of Bluebeam,
but just in pandemic form.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a big blue guy that can kill people whenever the fuck he wants.
Right. But
yeah, it's a god.
It's there is no way it can. I'm not even say Bluebeam is false. The way he explained it happening is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because for one, we are too cynical. We're not going to buy the whole deity in the sky thing. We're going to call bullshit.
Well, there's also the fact that like humans are simpler than we give ourselves credit for. You don't have. It's not going to have to be all that crazy shit.
You can say it. We're stupid.
Excuse me, but yeah, there's not going to be all that super crazy shit. Yeah. Like
it'd be more like a pandemic.
Yeah.
And then just taking control of our lives and slowly piecemealing it to where, we have no choice.
Now we got another fear tactic coming at us because they're saying that Fukushima is going to dump their radioactive water into the ocean now. I just saw that one. I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. Like, cool. Add another one onto it.
Cool. Godzilla will be real.
That's what I'm saying. Then that's the blue beam. Godzilla is going to blue beam that shit into the fucking... You heard it here first, folks. Godzilla is going to make blue beam happen. He's going to project all the gods, and then he's going to fuck us all up real quick.
Yes. But it just, the whole, for one, nobody believes the same thing. And Christianity, I don't care. Faith is on the downturn.
It has been
for years,
especially since the creation of the internet and cell phones and shit like that.
More people, there's less, I should say, less people believe are spiritual than there's more atheists in the world now.
Yeah, or agnostics.
Right.
Yeah.
Or there's more people who are spiritual but don't necessarily buy into the dogma of religions.
Right.
Doesn't mean they're not spiritual. They do believe in a God, but they just don't.
Well, that's always been my thing. Like, I don't know why you gotta be by this name or that name. Fuck off.
So the demographic that they're shooting for in this conspiracy theory or this in Project Bluebeam is so small. Honestly, it's so small.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do with guys like me?
Right. You're just gonna go, yeah, okay, whatever. Ooh, that's cool. 4th of July.
Right. Like it's Labor Day. Like, you're gonna do it to people like me, and I'm gonna be like, Travis, you blah 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 blah. And I'm like, fuck you, big guy. You giant human. Fuck off.
Of course, knowing our luck, this will be real. The rapture will
it's gonna happen like right after we finish this episode.
And we'll say, oh, Project Bluebeam, we're not buying it. Next thing you know.
Oh, you rascal.
No, but I just can't. I think this is just way too far out there.
Yeah, it's so far-fetched.
It's not.
Like, oh God. And you just kind of take all of the different things that scare the shit out of people and you just wrapped it into one.
Right.
You took religion, faith, shaking of faith, aliens, Antichrist, and the New World Order, and you put it all into one thing. Like all the scariest shit, really.
What really pisses me off about this, so they're saying they're going to morph the Antichrist, all the deities into the Antichrist, right? So that means we've been lied to for the past 4 years, that Trump isn't the Antichrist. You lying bastards.
Right. Well, it would be a shitty Antichrist. Like, I'm not super hardcore fuck Trump guy, but like, if that's the best you got as the Antichrist, like, if I don't question my sexuality over the Antichrist, he's bullshit.
You question your sexuality daily over anything.
That's fair. But I mean, it says that traditionally that the Antichrist will be like a dark-haired, very well put together, very charismatic person. You know what I mean?
So you're saying Brad Pitt is the Antichrist? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it'd be a good option.
Ben Stiller?
Maybe like 10 years ago when people still knew he was alive.
Christian Bale?
There you go. I'm Batman. I'm the Antichrist.
Ben Affleck is the Antichrist.
I hope the Antichrist talks like Batman.
I don't know.
All the followers, where are they? Where's Rachel?
And Superman and the Antichrist will have a
Oh,
little falling
God.
out.
That fucking shit show. That never should have got made. Pieces of shit.
Hey, Batman's going to be awesome now. We have the lamest Batman ever now. You hear? Oh, did you didn't hear? Ben's not doing it anymore.
Good.
You know who's doing it?
Is it Robert Pattinson?
Yes, my man.
He'll probably be better than Ben Affleck, though, for real.
Oh my God!
Because I've seen Robert Pattinson in some movies where like he can act pretty well. Like not Twilight.
Are you saying you don't like Twilight?
I mean, not when my clothes are on.
And when you're by yourself?
I mean, I don't have to be alone.
I mean, actually, they weren't bad. I love a good vampire movie.
They're just so
the bubblegum. Here's the thing. I'm going to admit something right now to you and the one listener now, apparently. I read the books. And actually the books weren't bad.
I've heard the books are better.
It wasn't that whiny ass bubblegum bullshit.
Oh God, I hate it so much.
That the movies were.
Right.
That's like what's her name in the movie, which whatever, Kristen
Stewart.
Bella or whatever. She was actually kind of a cool chick. She was a smart ass in the books. She wasn't a little whiny little.
Yeah, and then instead in the movie she's just
right.
No.
Right.
No. All the time. That's
horrible.
The peak of her curve as a character.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the movie sucked balls.
Oh man.
But Astrid Green was in them, and she's hot, so I liked them.
I don't know who that is.
She was the one that played
assuming one of the vampire family members.
Yes, the
blonde-haired one.
No, not the blonde. The other one.
The older one.
No, the young. Or what was her name in the movie? I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Google that shit.
I've watched that shit like once.
No, but it's all right. But I don't. I just think this is a waste of time. Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I think this is one of those things that if there's going to be something going on, they're going to push stuff like this in your face to get your mind off of what's actually happening.
But the world government, I can get behind.
Oh, for sure. I already think it's a thing.
They definitely want it, and I think they're pushing it.
Yeah, I already think it's a thing. I think that's why we go to war with specific areas of the world so much, because they're not down. Everybody's like, oh, we have allies.
It all goes
shit.
It all goes back to the world thing.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to wrap up this episode. I don't know what we're going to do next week.
We'll find out. We'll probably know by the end of the night.
We just have to give Travis a curfew Saturday night from now on.
No, dude, I'm done. I'll go up there with you. I'm not drinking tonight.
Oh,
I need to get food before I do anything.
All right. That will be it. As always, don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Ghost in the Night. Naturally, if you are seeing this live stream, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're checking this out on the podcast feed, however you take in your podcast, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, I think it's even on, or used to be on. Things have changed since I switched host. I'll see we are going to be up in more places. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review, and all that happy shit. Don't forget, follow us on Twitter, which is where I do most of my communications and updates, is on Twitter, and that is at @night_ghost. And as always, if you want the Patreon version of these episodes, just go to patreon.com/GITM podcast. And if you want to share your story or your experience with UFOs or the Antichrist, if you know who the Antichrist is, be sure to send us an email at gitmpodcast@gmail.com. That's going to wrap it up. Thank you for whatever. I don't care anymore.
Fuck it.
I'm just here. I'm just here for the party. So we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.
Be good.
We are out. End that shit.